Today I'm making a custom Catan game board made from plywood and some paint samples that I bought at Home Depot. You can go ahead and use acrylic paint if you'd like. The reason why I use paint samples is because it was a lot cheaper than buying acrylic paint in this situation. I have 1/8" plywood, I believe it's birch. And what I've done here is I've already made a couple of test ones that were not painted. And I drew a line where they kind of zigzag across the board because I don't want to have to paint the whole thing. You could totally do that if you'd like. In fact, it would be a lot easier if you did. I'm just kind of trying to save on wood. So I'm only painting this portion one color and this portion another color, so I don't have to paint the whole thing one color, and that way I get to save on materials. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to use a cheap little plastic brush, and I'm going to start. Okay, so before I get started, I don't want to ruin my tabletop any more than I already have, and I'm going to use some junk mail to line the table. So I have some cheap junk mail here that would have otherwise have gone to the trash. But I'm going to try and recycle it as a protector for my table. Okay. And let me see. Okay. I'm going to use this for this one, and then I'll use this one here. Actually, oh, and adding with the blue one. Yeah. Okay, let's start with the lightest color first. And I'm actually going to start with this yellow color that I chose for the wheat piece. And I'm going to go ahead and start painting that color right here. I'm going to give this a gentle shake. Make sure it's all mixed up. And some dry paint came off of there. And I'm going to just give this a light coat. The goal here is to coat this evenly so that when it dries, the laser will engrave off the paint, exposing the wood underneath, and it should look pretty cool. I've just finished painting all my pieces with my Bear paint that I got at the Home Depot. This was a color sample. In my case, this was a lot cheaper than buying acrylic paint, so I went with the house paint samples. They have pretty decent coverage. Any little splotches are probably my fault, not the paint. I just finished painting my wood. I'm going to let it dry completely before I engrave the paint off of the surface of the wood. And I did not do blue. I had bought a blue color for the borders of the game. It's like the shape that contains all the smaller hexagons. They're larger strips, and I did try it before, and I decided not to go with wood because after I painted the pieces, I feel like the wood worked a little too much, and the notches didn't really fit together, so I'm going to opt a different material for that, and I'll show you in just a second. And here the laser is working on the mirrored acrylic. I'm going to do the back so that it doesn't create a double image if I were to do that on the front side of the plate. So here's the completed game, minus the small pieces of course. And I think I came out pretty great. This is the acrylic part that I talked to you about. This is what it looked like before I engraved on the back of it. You get this kind of effect, which is really neat. And these are all the painted wooden tiles that you saw me painting earlier. And overall, I think it came out pretty awesome. I know that these are kind of placed arbitrarily, but I just wanted to get a sense of what the game looks like put together. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions, tips, or things to keep in mind, and I'll be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching.